Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to Let's Play UnderRail. This will be part 51 in our Let's Play. So in the last episode, we finally sort of properly made it to Core City, and we took exactly like 4 steps off the train before we got tapped to go and do some murderizing. So, I mean, that's fun. And we managed to succeed in killing the Protectorate envoy that the free drones wanted us to kill. And we got a level out of the deal, so we're going to deal with that as soon as I'm finished looting all these bodies. Alright. Oh, actually, there's another one over there. So these guys have riot coats, so bullets will be less effective against the... what are they? Cans, I think was the term they used. Fusion cell, don't mind if I do. Okay, and he's got an overcoat. Tabby boots. Medium frequency shield emitter. Wow, why is mine so good? No, I guess the very high and high on this is better than mine. 50, 27, 8. 27. Okay, so it's actually better in every way, but the capacity is less. The conversion rate is worse, and the dissipation rate is the same. So, is a higher conversion rate better? I'm gonna grab it, just in case, but is a higher conversion rate better? I would imagine it is, but, you know, that doesn't make it so. Also, tabby boots would be interesting, although we're kind of not getting rid of our tungsten steel ones because it makes us immune to caltrops. Although we haven't really been using them that much. So these increase your chance to get critically hit by 3%, but it increases stealth, or decreases action point cost, evasion up, dodge up, movement speed up, movement points increased. I'm gonna grab them. And be overloaded, apparently. By 2. Wow, good stuff. Hopefully if we charge up... oh, hang on. I can go like this. Hopefully if we charge up this, it should use up some heavy stuff. Not enough. Can we do some repairs, maybe? Yeah, we probably should. We'll just use these crappy mechanical repair kits. And that'll free up more space. They probably don't weigh anything. Oh, they weigh 0.25, yeah, so they don't really weigh anything at all. Okay, what about fabric repair kits? I know we have some. Is it tools? Yeah, it's tools. There it is. Nice, we'll do one more repair on that. These could probably use some repairs just to free up some weight. Yeah, one more. We've got an overabundance of repair kits. That's pretty fine. Durability on that. It's electronic. That's a bit of a pain. Wait, really? That's considered a tool? I suppose. Oh, there we go, and we're underweight. Okay. Let us level up. We don't have any new attributes. Skills, obviously we're going to go into crossbows and melee. Just, you know, keep going further and further down the rabbit hole. I'm tentatively gonna put 10 points into that. Now, lockpicking, we absolutely need to keep buffing. Can we get to 100? Yes. Excellent. Let's put 5 points into dodge and evasion. Which leaves us with 1 point, so we'll just put it into... we should have put it into hacking before. We'll put it into persuasion. Do we have any feats? We do. We have a new feat. Critical power. For each 1% of weapon or unarmed attack critical damage bonus above 100%, you gain an additional 1.5% critical damage bonus. So if we got a really strong crossbow with a very high critical damage bonus, it could be interesting. Taste for blood. Whenever you attack a bleeding target with a melee weapon, you increase your melee damage by 5% for each bleeding wound the target has. This can stack up to 10 times. Killing blows against living targets will also grant a single stack. See, now that's not bad either. Sorry, that was probably really loud. That bad. I kind of popped the mic probably, but we'll see. Because if we use the Kukri, that does bleeding on most hits. So that could be okay. Concussive shots. When you deal mechanical damage with crossbow bolts, you have 40% chance to daze living targets. But see, that's also pretty good. Kneecap shot, also a good one. Kneecap shot maybe not as useful. Yeah, so it removes all their movement points. I have this in my other game I've been playing. Now, in the other game, I obviously use SMGs or pistols to do it, which have low action point costs. Whereas if I'm going to use a crossbow, it's going to use up half my action points anyway. So I won't be able to... Because, like, obviously the point of this is you can kneecap people, then run, and they can't attack you because they have to use action points. Whereas you can still use movement points, which makes it really, really powerful. But, I guess, because it only uses action points, and I'd have movement and leftover action points. I might go critical power, just because that 1.5%, so even if we have, what, 15%, like, say 115% critical damage, which I think is pretty average for a crossbow. So that's, what, 15 by 1.5. So it's like 23 something? 23 something percent? That's an additional, so it would actually be like 138 in total, and that's pretty good. I'm gonna do it. Critical power. So what is our crossbow? It's actually 85%. That's really crap. We're going to have to get rid of this and get a better one for that particular ability. That's fine. I'm going to save in a separate slot so that if somebody points out that was a shit move, I can go back and change it real quick. Okay, so that's done. We go back to Core City, right? Free drones. Junkyard's south entrance. No, so we need to go to Junkyard. God, that's such a pain. Because that means I have to go back to Southgate Station. Oh, let's just do it. We'll get that out of the way. Should probably give us another mission. And we'll move from there. Bandage ourselves. Wow, we're getting a decent amount of health now, and that's not doing much. Though I doubt 300... Was it 316? Yeah, 316 health is going to be enough to save us from more super crossbows, and I did not want to go to agronomy. I just realized I clicked that. No, I want to go to K-Tunnel exit. We'll palm off some more. Southgate Station credits. How much are these worth? Where did I see those? The Protectorate credits, or whatever they are. There they are. So we're 50 each. They were 10 each. They were 30. So they're actually worth the most. They're worth the most, technically speaking. Like, a lot of places probably don't accept them, so they're harder to use. But they are worth the most. So that's interesting enough. We also haven't done the Rathound King thing for Camp Hathor, which we might do. Maybe not in this episode. We'll do it in the next one. I think. Might be the way to do it. Okay, so south entrance. So it's going to be over this side. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Hutch. Nah. I need to talk to you. Yeah, mysterious lady, there she is. You are greeted by a slow clap. You did it, OzzieNerd. You did it. I did it. Yeah, you did. And you did it oh so well. You've proven to us that you are willing and worthy of becoming part of our family. We don't have riches, we don't have power, and we have to live in constant danger. But we have humanity, we have honesty, and we have the will to send the evil protectorate into oblivion. We will do it together. We'll just let her continue. Now it's time to meet the rest of the family. I want you to go to the Free Drone's base in the underpassages. The simplest way to explain how to get there is to find the underpassages entrance just south of rail crossing. Then go west and you'll come up to a locked door with an intercom next to it. Use the intercom. The password is delectable. Got it, delectable. So, find the underpassages entrance just south of rail crossing. Okay. Great, just gotta be careful. Just be careful. The underpassages are full of lurkers. I gotta move. Do you have any questions before we depart? You mentioned lurkers. What can you tell me about them? Lurkers, they're horrible creatures. They're our neighbours in the underpassages, a gang of demented killers who cut up anyone who even dares breathe in their presence. The only good thing is that everyone knows they dwell in the passages, which makes it a good hiding place from the protectorate. So, I'm just going to point out, in the other game I'm playing, like the one I'm doing in my spare time, I've never noticed any like grammatical / spelling / like logical errors in sentences. Only in this playthrough have I found like every logical error in every sentence. It's pretty funny. Of course, living that close to Lurker Central is not safe at all. It usually feels like a stalactite is hanging over your head, but nothing is perfect in life. I never learned your name. It's Sarah. Sarah Allen. Nice to meet you. She smiles. What are these underpassages? Underpassages are a connected set of passages just below the metro level. They connect several major locations across lower UnderRail, like Core City, Rail Crossing, GMS and such. Those passages used to be a very, very convenient way of going around, but then the lurkers thought it'd make a nice slaughterhouse. Now only the most desperate go through there. And us, which is the same, in a way. Why do the Free Drones have a base in the underpassages? It's simple. The passages are extremely dangerous because of the lurkers, so it's the best place for us to hide from the Protectorate. Plus, the narrow hallways are easy to defend, negating the numerical advantage Protectorate would surely have over us if they were to try flushing us out of there. I know, it's not the best place to live in, but that's what we are stuck with. Could be worse. Yeah, I have no further questions. In that case, good luck, brother. I'll lead you there, but I have some important business here. Goodbye, and stay free. Stay free. So now we have to go back to rail crossing. I'm trying to think, can we walk? We probably could, but it's just as quick to go this way. Quicker, even. I was sort of thinking back, I'm like, how far do you have to go? Because I thought Junkyard was... I was getting Junkyard confused with Camp Hathor, where I thought it was just east of Southgate Station. So I was like, oh, I'll just go here, and I'll be nearly there. But no, this is the one where I have to go past the lake. Past the Psy Beetles. All that stuff, which is probably not a problem. But it'll just take longer because it's got combat and, etc, etc, etc. I'll just go. Sure. Let's go here, catch the metro. Man, my travel expenses really rack it up, aren't they? I also have 2 slots that I don't have anything in, because I used up all the crossbow bolts. Should fix that. We will we'll just go Incendiary Bolt Mark 1s, because we have a lot, and... Caviar Poison, I guess? Since I have a lot of that. Caviar is the one that does bio damage and Increases all biological damage taken by 50%. Okay, so I guess they stack up. Like, if you can fire one every turn, you can just keep drilling them with cave ear poison. Because they do what? Oh, they don't do damage. Okay, that doesn't work then. Burrow poison would probably be the way to go. We want to go to rail crossing. And go and deal with these lurkers. Why do I get the feeling that we tried to deal with these lurkers and we got the shit kicked out of us? I like how the bodies never disappear. They're just... That's it forever. The envoy's just dead there on the side of the metro forever. Although I don't know who would go and clean up the bodies. Who knows? No, I want to go down here. I think. Probably. I said we were going to go to Core City, but this has kind of distracted me. Kind of distracted me a lot. I want to find out about the free drones, man. Okay, so we need to go there, I guess. God damn it. Okay, password's delectable. We're not going to have to remember it. Thank God. This game could have easily just gone, nah, you have to remember all these things. Like those knocks to get into what's-his-name's base. Old, Blaine. Blaine it was. How do I remember that? Can't remember stuff I learned at uni, but I'll remember the name of like a throwback one-off NPC that I had to talk to. Okay. Enter the under passages. Go inside. Go west. Go west, my son. Why am I overloaded? Because my rat hound skill wore off. Fair enough. Oh god, I'm gonna find something that's angry. Yeah, probably. Alright, but this is a perfect chance to give these tabby boots a go. So what is our effective stealth now? Must be decent. 102. Yeah, I mean, that is decent. Guess we'll find out how decent it is. Male voice is heard over the intercom. I just ate a mushroom cake. That took quite some time to make. Boy, I ate it fast, and I had a blast, because it was delectable. Correct. Doggo! The dog cautiously approaches you, displaying neither signs of aggression nor submission. It positions itself a short distance from you while maintaining the clinical stare. Perfectly calm and focused, it waits for you to make the first move. Who's a good doggy? Are you? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Come here. The dog observes you for several seconds before taking a few steps forward, each step more confident than the last. Its eyes are still fixed on you, however, but the feeling of threat has now greatly diminished. In fact, you get the impression that it was never really present, that it was simply a misinterpretation on your part, and as a subtle wag of the dog's tail reinforces your thoughts, all your worries disappear. Suddenly you hear a male voice in the distance. Laser, come here, boy. Rude. Shut that door. Can't have anyone getting in. Yeah, I was going to say, you're going to talk to us. Sup, TheOzzieNerd? Really glad you made it in one piece. I'm Hutch, and I see you've already met my best friend Laser. He just wanted to greet you and make sure you're not a lurker. We wouldn't want one of them here now, would we? What can you tell me about Laser? Laser is an artificially engineered canine assassin designed and manufactured by Biocorp in their canine plant in Deep Caverns. Built to fight with super canine speed, reflexes, and intelligence unmatched by any other living dog. He is, undeniably, the greatest. The best. I've lost inspiration. Laser is my dog. He's made of flesh, don't worry. I brought him here when he was just a puppy, about a year and a half ago. Found him sleeping in some trash, all skinny and dirty, full of fleas. He's a very smart pooch, but a stupidly fast one, hence his name. I just love him. He truly is man's best friend. My best friend. That's nice. That's very nice. Why did you join the free drones? Can't remember the exact moment when it clicked in my head, but say 2-3 years ago, I realized where the world was headed to. I learned more about the United Stations, UnderRail Protectorate. I didn't like it, any of it. I started hearing more and more bad stories about those tyrants, and some of them I had the misfortune of confirming with my own eyes. I got angry. Really, really angry. Was I to allow these evil men, these tyrants, to oppress us? No, I was not. When I came here, I took a vow. I will fight till death to rid this world of Protectorate, to stop the metal boots from stomping all over us, and to kick some bloody cans out of UnderRail for good. Yeah, for freedom! So what's to stop me just going to the Protectorate and telling them the free drones are here? I guess maybe they won't believe me. They'll think it's a trap. I guess. What can you tell me about the free drones base? I can start with the basic layout and inhabitants. As soon as you get through the passage behind us, you'll run straight into Becket, our supplier. You get a lot of good stuff from him, but more about that later. A bit further to the left is our medical office. Sadly, Dr. Palin was fatally injured some time ago. See, again, like more things. I don't know why I'm finding them. So the office is closed for now. Straight ahead is Julia Darling, who feeds our poor and hungry stomachs, fueling our bodies to fight the cans. Our leaders, Trenton and Bate, are to the right from the entrance in the war room. And at the, let's see, north turn you go to the sleeping section. However you want to, the sleeping section, however you want to call it. Oh, and the toilet is just opposite of the medical office. That's important to know, trust me. You keep a lantern just outside the door, because it's a bit too dark once you go in to do your business. That's the basic layout. You'll find your way easily, I'm sure. What can you tell me about the lurkers? Sorry about all the talking in this one, like, this is going to be a talk-centric episode, it looks like. More story. Low-life trash who reside in the underpassage and kill people. I don't see anything else in what they do, but senseless killing. Derailed bastards. They disgust me. If there's anything else I hate more than the cans, the Protectorate, it's those beasts. Who came up with the mushroom cake song? It was Sarah, the girl who contacted you about joining us. I used to bring her mushroom cakes, constantly bugging Darling to make them so that I can give them to Sarah. So, as a little joke, we use it as a door pass. Delectable used to be delicious, but since we were worried it was a bit too easy to figure out, we changed it. You and Sarah in some sort of relationship? I really don't know where you got that idea that the most perfect woman and I are together, in a long and strong relationship. We're so far away right now. What can you tell me about Becket? He's a critical part of the free drones. I mean, truth be told, every man and woman in here is. Everyone has courage, no doubt. But let's be honest here. You can't fight just with courage. You need guns, ammo, armors, you need medication and food, and a plethora of stuff. What can you tell me about Darling? Julia Darling. What would we do without her? He smiles. Her family was killed by the Protectorate trash, and she was driven out of her home in North UnderRail. Yet despite all that, she's the strongest one here. I honestly think so. Whenever one of us have had any issues regarding our way of life, or other personal problems, she always comforted us with a, let me think of a proper term, she always had a mature and reassuring response. She's always so stable, so calm, and, yeah, reassuring. I mean, she sometimes too has her days off. Times are rough. But I always saw her as someone you can trust, share your problems with, and end the conversation with a bit of the weight removed. I got nothing but respect for her. What can you tell me about Trenton? He's one of the Free Drones leaders, and personally, a man I truly and greatly admire. He was a precise, military-oriented mind. He has a precise, military-oriented mind. Sorry, I can't talk, I can't read. Blah, bear with me. That works non-stop trying to figure out a way to outsmart the cans. We have less fighters and much worse equipment, and despite all that, when Corbin comes up with a genius plan, when his gears start turning, he's able to switch the tracks into our favor. Turn the tracks, switch the tracks? I'm guessing that's another typo. Dreads mean nothing when we've got Trenton. He laughs. What can you tell me about Bate? Alvin Bate is a man who had proven to us on multiple occasions that he doesn't think he's above any one of us here, despite being one of the leaders. He speaks to us like we're his equals, and he would often share his stories with us, give us advice, and even get drunk with some of the guys when time allows it. I don't drink alcohol myself, so I never had that pleasure of getting wasted with Alvin. I'm sure it would be an honor. Alcohol just isn't for me. He makes a grimace. And that's covered everything, so nice talking to you. See you later. Stay cool, stay free. Can we talk to everybody here? I kind of hope so, and I kind of hope not. TheOzzieNerd, always a pleasure. Caspar for freedom. Right, first things first, we're going to go talk to the supplier. See if we can pick up some better gear and see if we can't offload some gear. It was Becket, right, that we talked to? The man removes his mask as soon as you come near him. He smiles after doing so, displaying an admirable set of rotten teeth springing from a rectangular jaw covered with several days-old beard. His clothes are patchy in some, and torn in other places. As for his words, they are carried by a rough-sounding but unmistakably friendly voice. Hey, you magnificent bastard. Welcome to the Underpassages. Name's Harry Becket, and if it wasn't for me, all these derailed peeps would have been taken on the cans with nothing but rocks and a bit of hope. Ha ha. I sell all sorts of stuff. Good stuff, so feel free to spend some charons. Ha ha. We could try mercantile. Hey Becket, where do you keep the good stuff? Don't try to tell me that a guy like yourself doesn't have something on the side waiting for the right buyer. Ha ha, you silly bastard. The stuff I've already here is the good stuff. You know it. You know it. So show me the charons and let's do some business. Show me what you got. So what are you buying? Looking at grenades, 1 plant of fungus, 4 foodstuffs, 2 medicines. I'm always looking to buy bullets. Okay, well bullets we can absolutely provide. You know what? I think we might dump the pistol. Like when we get the chance. Where was the pistol? Is it 9mm? I don't remember, but we're never going to use it. Not anymore, anyway. You can have that too. I guess it's a foodstuff. Because there's the SMG. Sorry, now I'm just looking for this pistol. Do we already sell it? We might have, because we don't need it. Alright, well that seems legit. Okay, he doesn't have enough. Ah, yeah, right, we were going to get rid of this. Because we preferably want one with a high critical damage bonus. Like that. 23 to 47. I mean, that is better than what we've got, so... might be worth grabbing. Range 14... range 14, yeah. Negative 10, yeah. Critical chance... 8%. So lower chance of crits, but... higher damage bonus. But it won't matter if we use aim shot, because it's guaranteed crit. So that's good. That's really good. Some lockpick Mark 3s. We could pick them up, I guess. And it doesn't look like there's anything else that we really want to... oh, you need medicines. Here, have some Psi Booster, because we are not going to use it at all. Crawler poison? Oh, we do actually need some more of that. So we don't have to go hunting crawlers to get some. And that's about it, I think. Unless there's better armor here, but it doesn't look like there really is. Yeah, that all decreases stealth by quite a bit. Yeah, we don't want to touch that. And I don't think it's appreciably better in mechanical. It's not, in fact. It's worse. So, no. Pass, thanks. That's about all we're gonna need. So, yeah. Let's put this crossbow on. Damir. Life here ain't that bad. You just gotta watch out for the lurkers. Fair enough. Onesimus. Onesimus? I don't know. AJK, Angela. So they all have names, so that's fun. Rocksteady. Nice. Shred. Bait, Trenton. Okay, so Trenton's a psychic. That's what the purple bar means. blue is shields, purple is psychic. Zerstora is a psychic. I heard Hathorians have some burrow issues. Don't know if that's still the case. Spoiler alert, it's not the case. Okay, so that must be the toilet. Can we go in here? What's in here? Nothing. Good. So I'm guessing if you side with a Protectorate, you like go on a big assault here at some point. Nice. Take all that. Sure, they don't need it. Mark, George, darling. Your approach prompts the woman to pull out the almost completely burned cigarette out of her mouth. It should be pull the almost completely burned cigarette out of her mouth, more typos, and smile. It is a good-natured smile, alright, but a somewhat lifeless one. It appears weighted down, fatigued. After a swift movement of her yellowish fingers, one of which is missing its nail, the cigarette is placed back into her mouth, lighting up one final time. Smoke escapes her nostrils and mouth, greying the air between you, after which she puts the cigarette out, pressing it a few times against the ashtray before its glow finally dies. Look who decided to pay us a visit. I'm Julia Darling. Pleasure to meet you, Chief. You hungry? Thirsty? Well, my stomach is growling. You're not really going to have anything now. You're not really worth talking to for me. If we want to sell anything, we're going to have to go to Core City. Pretty sure. But we'll go and talk to Bait and Alvin? No, Alvin, Bait and Trenton. You see two men standing next to a table full of differently coloured maps, some printed, some drawn by hand. A true strategic collage. One of the two men notices you enter and addresses you. Hello, TheOzzieNerd, and welcome to the base. My name is Corbin Trenton, and the gentleman next to me is Alvin Bait. We are currently in charge of the South UnderRail free drone cell. We don't have much to offer in terms of comfort, as you can see for yourself, but don't worry. Once we win this bloody war, we will not be hiding in underpassages anymore. You mean there's more free drones out there? Indeed. What you see here is just a small part of a much bigger picture. We are not as strong in South as we are in North UnderRail, but we're working on it. That's where young people like you come in, kiddo. We need all the help we can get if we're going to confront the Protectorate. Before I forget, you should see Becket, our supplier, and tell him I sent you. All newcomers get to choose their gear when they first arrive. You'll do that on your way out, because we've got a little errand for you. Alvin, you or me? I'll do it. Alright, kiddo, it's story time. Long time ago in Junkyard. Alvin, please. Okay. Ever since Protectorate came to Junkyard and established the United Stations Embassy, we had to form a small group of capable agents who will A. Keep an eye on whatever the cans are doing, and B. Try to counter the Protectorate brainwashing as much as possible. Various other tasks. They, the agents, are dug in a small hideout in the poorer section of Junkyard, and have operated without a hitch for quite some time. Your mission is simple. Go to Junkyard, find the hideout. I'll explain how to get there in a moment, and then talk to Sarah. You've met her before. She is the woman who sent you here, and is in charge of the whole Junkyard operation. She'll give you some surveillance equipment they recovered, which needs to be brought here. Hutch is already on his way there. You might need a helping hand with carrying all that stuff. You'll draw less attention if you go one by one. What sort of equipment are we talking about? Unstable explosives. Just joking, kiddo. It's some high-tech communications equipment that will come in handy to us. Protectorate approved. Who's Hutch? The man you passed when you entered the base. Don't you remember? Come on, Corbin, he just got here. Too many names and faces to remember. By the way, Hutch volunteered to go to the Junkyard. He wants to see Sarah. Bless him. I'm ready to go. Just tell me how to get there. You've already met with Sarah in Junkyard, so you know how to reach it. Once you're in Junkyard, find Kareem's bar. There's a small alley just north of it. Once there, take the first door on the left. Knock 4 times slowly, and they'll let you in. Wow, you people really like to make things complicated. I was just thinking that exact thing. It was necessary. Take the equipment straight to Becket once you get back. It might seem like a dull thing to do, haul equipment that is, but someone's got to do it. Usually this is done by Mora, but she can't show her face in Junkyard anymore unless she wants to end up behind bars. Again. You understand? Take care and stay free. Trent nods. So long and stay free. I mean, the free drones seem nice. I mean, they're like rebels. I guess they're not terrorists at this stage, although they did kill an envoy. Would they be called terrorists? Maybe. I mean, as with most terrorists and stuff, it depends on the point of view, but... what you need? I swear to God, if he, like, gives me a crossbow, I'm gonna be pissed. Trent told me to see you about some gear. Yep, I've been told you'd come. At the moment I can offer you some armor, some weapons, or if you're a Psy kind of guy, I have some of that stuff too. Well, the armor he had was crap. So, and we have a weapon. I mean, none of this armor, I guess. I've metal armor, leather armor, riot gear, and tactical vests. Okay, what about the weapons? Pistols, submachine guns, assault rifles, crossbows, sniper rifles, sledgehammers, combat knives, and combat gloves. Harry the supplier Becket has it all. We could grab a crossbow and hope that it's better. Let's try for some better armor. I'll take a suit of leather armor. Here you go. It gives you a suit of leather armor. You watch, this will be, like, really crap. Well, yes, it's crap. Sweet. Well, it's free, so whatever. I'll take it. So, is Sarah gonna die? Is one of them gonna die? Dog waggles its tail. Woof woof. This probably doesn't sound like that, but I'm not gonna woof like a dog. Boop. Oh, so I can just open this now and I don't have to talk into the intercom. Okay. Fair enough. And I'll get back onto the surface and then we'll end the episode there. Seems like a good place to stop. Yeah, so lurkers were like over here, weren't they? Alright. Well, we've achieved a lot in this episode. We've met the free drones. I mean, achieved a lot. We've made a lot of new friends and found a lot of story. We haven't really done many quests or anything, but we're sort of setting ourselves up for the long game. So, anyway, thank you very much everyone for watching. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you want to see more content from me, the Aussie Nerd, make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you think you know any friends that might enjoy my content, make sure you share a video or two with them. I really appreciate it. And finally, if you want to leave any tips, feedback, your thoughts on this game and our playthrough, make sure you do that in the comments section down below. And I will see all of you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.